Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Horned Frogs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. He wants to change this route. Throwing, Mensah. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes the grab and room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Running inside, it's Payne. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Payne. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. 10, Touchdown, TCU! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Here's Mensah to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Mensah makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Canes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Still running at the 40. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Hurricanes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He caught it! He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Throwing, Mensa. Back's looking for the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Craig. Complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick six. What a costly penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Here's Mensah to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Fletcher. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have him staring at 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Craig. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
3rd and goal where the strong come through. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Mensah makes the grab. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lofton. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes a catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield, it's Craig. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 11 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Fighting Irish, looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The run inside. It's Payne. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And then offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away. He's able to make a big-time stop.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, TCU. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds a man on the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got it. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. Mensah. Right on the money. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Lost to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Canes! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Payne. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got a man. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to throw. It's Craig. Takes the easy completion. They're going to stop him short. And, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Here's a heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking long. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Throws to the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. This time he's got his man. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They want to run this quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mensah. Gotta run it now. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Craig. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this 1st down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
In the red area, it's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Mensah to throw. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Craig. Looking down the middle. Hits the open man. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's got him. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays.
Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands. And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. back to throw. It's Craig. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Compton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off, but sometimes